Another week of amazing Lego creations. As always, remember that all the builders and the articles mentioned in this video will be linked in the description down below for you to check them out. Welcome to a new episode of This Week in Bricks. Let's start with a medieval build by Cathedral of Bricks. We featured him already a few times. Fantastic builds over here. And this week we have this Fountain of the King. Very nice rounded shape courtyard with this fountain in the middle. There's a lot of very cool stuff here. There's some intricate, nice details on the floor around this fountain. And we also have some very, very cool stained glass window. And there's a lot of interesting photos here, a lot of interesting perspective with this build. Staying in the theme, we have Artist Doves with another very cool medieval build, also fountain related. So this is the Abandoned Night Fountain, a different type of build, but still very, very interesting. A lot of very interesting rocky landscape in this sort of sand green swampy area. Very, very cool. Moving on, we have the Astral Bricks with a very interesting mod of the Death Star Lego set. I have to say that already this set with the lights looks really, really amazing. And here we have a twist with some Star Wars Christmas decorations. A lot of very interesting fun scene. I also love all this pop of color, green and red and Christmas trees. It makes this stand out even more. And there's a lot of cool stuff. Like, for example, there is they capture Santa and they handcuff him. So there's a lot of fun stuff over there. Then we have another amazing builder, forlonempire, that has been on a challenge of building one new MOC for every day of November. He's been posting this on his stories, and we have in particular this one he posted as a post, the Lake Cottage, which is a micro scale build, very, very cool, nice choice of colors, nice micro scale tree design. There's some very interesting parts usage here as well, and it was very fun to follow his this monthly challenge. And this is definitely a builder that you need to check out and follow. Then we have one probably Dera 0503. Probably together with Nabe MOCs are the best builder of the year in my opinion. Is coming out with another amazing, extremely organic shape animal. Here we have a fully articulated horse that is just beautiful, and he has a lot of very interesting chains of different poses, and you can see a lot of details on all around his body. It's just amazing what he managed to create with bricks. Very, very cool. Now we still talk about animal, and now we have some builders from Taiwan. There's a lot of very talented builder from Taiwan. Here we have Lego Yan Ho. I hope the brick link closure in Taiwan is not going to affect all this builder much, because there's some really stunning work over here, and we feature most of them already in previous episode. So here we have a Otter, very, very nice sculpted, and there is also a nice, interesting landscape with a little bit of terrain and a little bit of shallow water as well. Very, very cool. Moving on, we have bricks.life.idea with another very, very cool animal, which is the Pangolin. A very, very interesting use of all these sort of wood piece, I think in medium nougat and dark orange, I guess. Very, very, very cool. And you also have a traditional Taiwanese food, which is minced pork rice. Very, very cool, very nicely designed with a nice pair of chopsticks on the side as well. Something similar done by Lego 7 Creation, Lego fan designer. Amazing build. I love this stone tiger, she tiger, which is also known as the Leopard cat. Now, I'm not familiar with the species, but this is very, very cool and very, very cute. In particular, I really love the facial expression of this leopard, which is very, very, very cute. You also have some traditional snack, which I think is translated meat round. Very, very cool with a fork, and I don't know exactly what are those sort of opalescent transclear parts. Very, very cool. They make for a very interesting effect. Amazing build. Then let's move into the article section. We will have some more MOCs later on in the video. Tips and bricks. We have another episode of the beginner series talking about circles and spheres. So this is something that if you build MOCs once in a while, for sure you will have to create something with a rounded shape, and here you have a lot of interesting techniques and a lot of different advices to create all these different shapes. They also have a technique analysis of the Bots and Botanical Color Wheel Challenge by Ghalad. I never attempt a color wheel challenge like this. This is definitely something very, very interesting. So you can see there is a certain color, center color scheme that is on which each of these characters is based, and this is very, very cool. And of course, don't forget to go and check out Ghalad, which is now a Lego designer, official Lego designer, and he had some stunning work in the past. Moving on, we have New Elementary. We have an interview with Chris Stamp, which is behind Lego City, was a Speed Champions before. And here we have a lot of new, very interesting parts. This one in particular looks very, very interesting, a new element in the brackets family. But there's a lot of very cool stuff. We even have some micro minifigure, new head with the helmet, a lot of new parts, new windscreens. There's a lot of very interesting stuff. Even this floating ring, pretty cool stuff. Usually does some very interesting interviews with Racing Bricks on YouTube, so I hope we're gonna have another interview with all new wave of Lego City set. Very, very cool stuff. Then on the Brothers Brick, talking about animals today, we have another fantastic one by Takuya Fukugawa. We mentioned him before. He made this fantastic pixel art animal, and here he has a remake of a one done with traditional color with this penguin with a baby, and this just very cool, very, very cool. I actually like both the one in more colorful one and also the more traditional color. Beautiful work. We also have another kind of animal, which is a Pokemon. I don't know exactly how to pronounce this. Cerneas, I don't know. Sorry, I'm not a Pokemon guy. This, anyway, is by Azurekingfisher. That we mentioned a few episodes ago. There was an interview with this builder on Brick Nerd. Very, very cool stuff. Moving on to Brick Nerd, we have Isaiah Durant with a new take on the Lego idea Steamboat, turning into the Master Chen ferry from Ninjago. And here you have a little bit of all the process on creating this Ninjago Steamboat version. Very, very, very cool stuff. Then we have the usual monthly community headline and highlights for the month of November by John Cooper. And here we have the one of my videos, This Week in Bricks, here at the beginning, and there are a lot of cool stuff. Some of the video that I featured before on and article that I feature in this episode, and a lot more. So if you want to dive even more deeper into what's happening in the community and lots of cool articles and cool bits that are around the community, then you must go and check out this one as well, because there's a lot of different sources of amazing stuff. Moving to the contest section here on Brick Nerd, they extended the Nerdvember Vacation Edition until January 4th. So you still have quite a lot of time to create something over the holidays. My build is already is here on the upright, so I did already my submission. But now you have some more time to participate to either one of the categories, the mock one or the photography one. New round for the end of the year of the Iron Builder. We have Ian McCurdy, miscellanabuilds, against Andrew Casanave Tapie, sorry for the pronunciation, which is crct-productions. Very, very cool stuff. We have this bell-shaped plant piece. Very, very cool. And we have the first builds coming in. We have this beautiful tree with all this white and pink cover, all this little mushroom popping out, and a little light on the left. Very cool build. I really like, by the way, the shaping of the tree. Nicely done. Then we have the answer with a blue Bell Monastery with this microscale build. Very, very cool. Of course, the use as a microscale bell just makes sense. And I love also those fountains in the middle. I think this is very, very cool. And also nice parts usage with those wands with the sprue for all those texture and details on the windows of this build. Very, very nice. We also have some entries from Brickscalibur. A lot of cool stuff will come in the next month. So here we have Martin Baron von Brick with the Breath of the Wild. This was originally created for a Sweet Brick Autumn Challenge, but he also worked for the Beast of Burn category. Very beautiful composition, beautiful colors, nice sideways techniques, and I really like also the look of this water. The water looks very organic, very alive. Nicely done. And then we have also a very cool entry by Andreas Lenander. By the way, there's also YouTube videos about these couple of entries that he submitted this week, so each one has a little video on YouTube that you can check out. This is the chocolate chip candy castle kingdom, micro scale build with a white castle on top. This is very, very cool. This is for the cotton candy kingdom category. I'm, by the way, just now building this week my submission for that I hope to get it done by Monday, and I hope it's going to be a nice one. Let's see how it goes. We also have an entry for the digital category with the Hero's Burden by Danko that is participating to almost all category, I think now. I don't keep count, but it's probably going to do all. Very nice build. This is based on the artwork of BRWN Bear. And there's some very interesting parts usage here. Now, I don't have on top of my mind the English name of those little boats that is using on the side of these log as like some mushroom, I guess. Very, very interesting build, this one. Quickly, to close the video, a little bit from YouTube. Beyond the Brick now is putting out a lot of cool stuff from conventions. Nice big builds. My favorite of the week was the Pirates of the Caribbean talking skeleton. Is just very, very nice. No, of course, the function with all the sound feature is very, very cool, but it's just a stunning model overall to look. All that stuff, tapestry, the swords, everything look very, very nice. By the way, that's masonry bricks made with masonry bricks, which is also cool in my opinion. And then we have, of course, Bob Grigman with a new project. Now he's making a sort of Viking layout with some fjord. I'm always stunned on how many parts goes into this project and also how fast he build them. Like in this video, there's a huge progress on all this Nordic landscape. Very, very, very cool. On my channel, I put out a little Christmas video with 3 new habitats with Santa and the elves getting ready for Christmas. I think it was a pretty cute one. Of course, I have also the behind the scene video for members only, if you want to go and check that out. And if you like this video, please consider to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, or go and check out one of the previous episodes of This Week in Bricks. Here on you can find the screen, the link on screen of the latest episode, or go and check out the playlist with all the 59 episodes of This Week in Bricks so far. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.